You're listening to The Hour of the Time, and I'm Pooh.
And I'm William Cooper.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And folks, I wanted to say something to you. Good night, folks, and God bless you all.
Aha! You've been listening to The Hour of the Time. Good night.
Good night. God bless you all.
See you later.
Okay.
I'll be in to tuck you in after a while.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've got a lot of stuff here to go over with you, and I think you're going to be absolutely amazed, shocked, disturbed, whatever you want to call it. You're not going to like some of what you're going to hear, but that's, isn't that the way of the world? It certainly is the way of the world now, this moment, today. Remember, listen to everyone, read everything, believe absolutely nothing, unless you can prove it in your own research. Well, folks, I want to try to get as much of all of this on the air as I possibly can tonight. Somebody's ringing the phones to death, so I'm going to see what in the world is so important that they... well, they just stopped now. So, good. I have here in my hand it is a request for applications from experienced police officers to serve as international police monitors with United Nations in Bosnia. Didn't Clinton tell us that that was a NATO thing? Well, it's not, folks. NATO was formed under the auspices of the United Nations. It is a United Nations operation going on in Bosnia. Our troops are under, they say, NATO command, but it is really United Nations command. And they are setting up a United Nations, what would you call it? It's going to be a United Nations protectorate is what it's going to be, really, in Bosnia. And it's going to be policed by United Nations police. It's going to be run by... in fact, it's just unbelievable what they're doing to those people over there. The government that they're going to establish has to have on its governing board members from other countries. Can you believe this? This is just one giant step toward the New World Order. Request for applications from experienced police officers to serve as international police monitors with the United Nations in Bosnia. The American contingent is part of a planned 1,750-person group drawn from over 30 countries deployed in Bosnia. The international police monitors will be stationed throughout the country, including Sarajevo and many smaller cities and towns. The contingent commander will report directly to an American, Robert Wasserman. Robert Wasserman is the Deputy Commissioner of the United Nations International Police Task Force. And remember, I told you that he used to be the White House, head of the White House drug control policy. And I told you that quite a while ago, that he was selected to be the head of the International United Nations Police Force in Bosnia. He's worked for police departments in Dayton, Ohio, Houston, Texas, Boston, Mass., and most recently served, as Chief of Staff at the White House Office of National Drug Control Policy. Ultimately, the International Police Monitor's role is to promote the successful implementation of the peace plan through the improvement of police services in Bosnia. In the process, participating police officers from the United States have much to gain. They buy these people, folks. It's unbelievable. U.S. citizen, minimum 8 years full-time civilian police experience. To include experience and training in patrol, military experience may provide partial substitute for some civilian police experience. Ability to communicate in English, current U.S. driver's license and ability to drive a 4x4 vehicle, unblemished background record, excellent health without temporary or permanent disabilities. Salary is $2,666.67 a month. Tax exempt, they say, but that's against the law. Because according to the law, if you're overseas, no matter who you're working for, only the first $15,000 is tax exempt. Well, they're giving these people complete tax exempt status. At $26.66 a month, they get $3,200 one-time completion bonus at the end of 1 year. Plus, they get $120 a day for the first 30 days and $90 a day thereafter. Experience has shown that the tax-free allowance is more than ample to live in this area. Total compensation is $88,500 a year for a policeman. Ay, Chihuahua. And additional benefits. They get medical care, disability insurance, uniforms, travel, and on-site transportation, and 2 weeks leave, which brings it well over probably $120,000 total compensation package. And I'm not going to tell you who to fax or call because personally I don't have any use for anybody who would want to do this. So I'm not going to help you if you do. Okay. Now, this is from the New York Times, Thursday, December 15th, 1960. Many people have challenged my assertion in my book, Behold a Pale Horse, that the Brookings Institution did a study and gave a report that said that Earth's civilization and religions might topple if faced by a race of superior beings. So we dug up the proof, ladies and gentlemen. You see, I saw that report when I served with the Office of Naval Intelligence. It's not available to the public, or wasn't the last time we checked. And so I could never really prove that report existed, and many people have challenged me on that. So we went on a search, and we found it, folks. The New York Times, Thursday, December 15th, 1960. Here's the article. It says, mankind is warned to prepare for discovery of life in space. Brookings Institution report says Earth's civilization might topple if faced by a race of superior beings. Washington, December 14th. United Press International. Discovery of life on other worlds could cause the Earth's civilization to collapse, a federal report said today. This warning was contained in a research report given to the National Aeronautics and Space Administration with the recommendation that the world prepare itself mentally for the eventuality. The report prepared by the Brookings Institution said, while the discovery of intelligent life in other parts of the universe is not likely in the immediate future, it could nevertheless happen at any time. Discovery of intelligent beings on other planets could lead to an all-out effort by Earth to contact them, or it could lead to sweeping changes or even the downfall of civilization, the report said. Even on Earth, it added, societies sure of their own place have disintegrated when confronted by a superior society, and others have survived even through change. Clearly, the better we can come to understand the factors involved in responding to such crises, the better prepared we may be. The agency's 190-page report, prepared at a cost of $96,000, was for the Space Agency's Committee on Long-Range Studies. The authors, headed by Donald N. Michael, also recommended further study of other space activities, including the diplomatic and propaganda effects and the implications of communications and weather satellites. On the question of life in outer space, the report said that if intelligent or semi-intelligent beings were discovered in the next 20 years, they would probably be found by radio communications with other solar systems. Evidence of such existence might also be found in artifacts left on the moon or other planets, it said. An attempt already has been made to contact outer space. Government scientists at Green Bank, West Virginia, used radio antennas in an effort to pick up signals that might have been beamed by intelligent beings. They concentrated on a star about 15 light years away. Signals sent out from Green Bank were of a kind that would show to anyone listening on other planets that they were man-made, not the result of natural phenomena. You know, a question comes to mind. If those beings on other planets were not man, how would they know what man-made was? Isn't it funny how we automatically take things for granted? Also, there are rumors flying around, and some people are perpetrating those rumors, that the comet Hyakutake is going to hit the Earth. And I'm here to tell you it's not. So take all the baloney you've been passing around, throw it in the trash right now. I mean, it's flying all over the place. Phony documents, fraudulent crap, claiming that this comet is going to crash into the Earth. It's not going to crash into the Earth, so forget it. Socorro, New Mexico, March 24th. Astronomers and amateur stargazers are keeping watch worldwide this weekend for comet Hyakutake, which is due to pass unusually close to Earth and may offer clues about the origins of the solar system. It passed close to the Earth, folks. It did not run into the Earth. In fact, it was about 9.3 million miles away, ladies and gentlemen. Shame on you. Shame on all of you. You just pick this stuff up and fly with it. You never bother checking. You never bother calling anybody. I actually have people calling me to find out what's going on in their hometown. Can you imagine that? Okay. On the Hot Topics section of Michael Reagan's internet web page, there are 3 papers. One of the BOD of the Diebold Group, the second of the drawing of the plans they have for this country, and the third, the information that their findings were given to the Council on Foreign Relations. Ross Perot is one of the BOD directors. The drawing shows how they've made their plans for a one-world government, how the Supreme Court will rule in 1997, and how the United Nations will regulate the utilities. Representative Trafficante from Ohio announced yesterday that the Diebold Group papers will be entered, actually it was day before yesterday, will be entered into the congressional record, and he's calling upon a congressional investigation into the Council on Foreign Relations Group. Trafficante wants to know how the Diebold Group have the power to set Supreme Court decisions, among many other questions that should be asked. And I have the papers right here in my hands, folks, and this was all part of the Hillary health care thing, too. They were all mixed up in this. Remember, I told you Ross Perot's not on our side. And he's not, folks. This is from the Diebold Institute Commission. The project is being advised by a commission of influential individuals from the public and private sectors in Europe and the United States. The commission is also concerned with focusing attention on the findings and recommendations of the project. The members of the commission are United States, Dr. Craig I. Fields, President and CEO, MCC Corporation. Robert W. Galvin, Chairman, Executive Committee, Motorola Incorporated. Maurice R. Greenberg, Chairman, President, and CEO, American International Group, Incorporated. John D. McCumber, Chairman, President, and CEO, Export-Import Bank of the United States. H. Ross Perot, Chairman, The Perot Group. Dr. F. Roy Vigelos, Chairman and CEO, Mark & Company, Incorporated. From Europe, Dr. Karl-Heinz Kaska, Chairman of the Supervisory Board of Siemens AG. Jacques Maigarouche, former Chairman IBM World Trade and former Director General of Industry for France. Dr. Heinz Reisenhuber, Minister for Research and Technology, Federal Republic of Germany. The Right Honorable Lord Sharp of Grimsdyke Stanhope Properties PIC, former Chairman Cable and Wireless PIC. Dr. Warner Ungerer, Rector College of Europe, Institute of Postgraduate European Studies,